Well, welcome everyone to another exciting class. This is going to be about the killer listing presentation because we're all getting into the spring market or getting prepared for the spring market. And what I want to do today is talk a little bit about the real estate industry, which leads into, do we have an abundance of sellers or do we have an abundance of buyers? And what is that impact going to be on both pricing and on those that want to list their homes? Um, so again, today we're going to discuss a little bit about the real estate industry. We're going to go through how to win every listing presentation with the killer listing presentation. My name is Glenn Marino. I am the business development manager for Guild Mortgage in Naperville, Illinois. And our host today is Tony Marino. He's the branch manager. And Tony would have been on this call, but he's working diligently on getting Melinda a clear to close. So bear in mind that Tony is here in spirit, but his efforts are being very practical that he gets another client to closing for tomorrow. Tony can be reached at 847-804-1059, or he can be reached at tony.marino@guildmortgage.net in case you need his services. The real estate industry, let's talk about it. What do we know about it? What do we expect from it? I kind of went and got a little bit of some key points about the Chicagoland market, comparing it from 2024 to 2025. And to begin with, price stability. Prices are expected to remain relatively stable in 2025, with a potential for modest increases, which is what Ronaldo was talking about. That prices will modestly increase as compared to a more stagnant market in 2024. Inventory increase. Experts expect a slight increase in available homes for sale in 2025, which could lead to more buyer options and potentially moderate price increases. Again, as there's more homes available for sale, more buyers might come to the market looking in the markets that they want to buy for their children, for their schools, for transportation to work. Mortgage rate impact. If mortgage rates decrease in 2025, it could further stimulate buyer activity. Well, it most likely will. And potentially it'll lead to more active market compared to 2024. Initially, everyone thought that there was going to be more of a decrease in 2025 of rates. And, of most recent, the Federal Reserve has been rather steadfast in thinking that, they're going to hold rates where they are for the immediate future. And it doesn't look like they're going to bring them down none too fast. And then this one's a big one, the limited supply. Despite the potential increases in inventory, again, remember they talked about there could be more homes coming to market in 2025. The Chicagoland market is still projected to have a relatively low supply of homes compared to demand, compared to the number of buyers. So when you think of your left hand and your right hand, one hand has the number of buyers in it, the other one has the number of sellers in it. And if the one hand of demand of buyers is bigger, it will, it'll cause for prices to elevate. That means there's going to be more than one buyer, trying to buy that same house, and it's going to cost an escalation in the ending purchase price. Overall, while the Chicagoland market may not see a dramatic shift in 2025, the potential for slightly higher sales volume and more balanced market as compared to 2024 is likely due to factors like increased inventory and potential interest rate adjustments downward. So again, that's my read of it. If anybody has any other thoughts in it, feel free to jump in. But it's a nice synopsis. If we go back and look at then what resources do you have if you're a seller's agent with a low supply of homes available for sale? And I say lower supply than the supply of buyers. So again, what you want to do is if you're trying to be a seller's agent and there's not a plethora of sellers out there, what makes you unique? Under point one here, are you a green fish or a goldfish? A green fish, well, fish aren't normally green. And therefore, are you a unique fish? Are you a unique real estate agent? Or are you just a goldfish? Are you one of many in the goldfish bowl and you don't have anything unique about you. So again, I asked the question, what is your USP? What is your unique selling proposition for sellers? And do you have a free listing booster account? Keyword is free. Do you have a free HomeBot account to stay in contact with your past clients and your prospects? Do you know how to get more sellers marketing to expireds? There's a whole class on that we're going to have. Do you know how to get more sellers marketing to FSBOs? Again, there's another whole class on that, that we will be doing in the future and that we've recorded in the past. Again, if you want any of these classes, just let Tony know and he'll send you the recording. Do you know how to get more sellers marketing to policemen, firemen, military, teachers, doctors, nurses, and EMTs? Again, we've got a recorded class on that. If you're interested in knowing about that strategy, ask Tony, he'll send it to you. Do you have a killer listing presentation that sets you apart from your competition? That's what we're going to be talking about more in this class today. If the answer is no to any of those questions above, Tony has recorded classes like I'm mentioning and the marketing materials to share with you. So feel free to make contact with him. Again, he can be contacted at 847-804-1059 or at tony.marino@guildmortgage.net. So let's talk about the killer listing presentation in the remainder of this class. There's 8 steps to the killer listing presentation using a free listing booster account. So what is Listing Booster? Let's take a quick peek at it. There's a little PowerPoint on it. And Listing Booster, I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit here. Probably start out about right here. And Listing Booster is a software, a real estate marketing software program that takes what you might have in the MLS, what you might see in Zillow, 25 pictures, bedrooms and bathroom square footage, and it creates a property website. It creates a virtual tour. It creates a map. It creates a flyer for that particular property. It creates an 8-page property brochure. And what it does also is it takes the property website and it puts it into a streaming app called MoveTube. And so agents leverage MoveTube to win their listings. Again, I'm not going to go into too great a detail on it, but you can tell seller prospects that you will be featuring their listing on all popular streaming TV devices such as Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and the Android Google TV. So MoveTube can be found and their listing can be found in any of these streaming TV devices. And you will then announce their listing on social media with short movie trailer videos. The system creates a 30-second trailer video that you can then post into Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, announcing that coming soon, this beautiful home at 123 Main Street with bedrooms and bathrooms, and it has some select pictures in this 30-second trailer video. And you don't want to leave this out because agents are telling us that it makes a big difference when sellers are deciding on which agent to choose. Again, listing trailers will have a Hollywood-style 30-second trailer with a movie trailer guy narrating cinematic music designed for social media platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and many others. It also has just listed, open house, just sold, digital and print flyers with local data that makes you the local expert. So again, you'll be able to not only have flyers for the property, but you can have just listed, you can have just sold, you can have recent price reduction flyers. These are all within the system, automatically created, nothing that you have to do other than hit your print button. And it's also going to provide marketing material for essential places that are nearby, for restaurants that are nearby, for outdoor activities nearby, and for schools nearby.
What's the price range on this?
Say that again?
Price. As an agent, if we get into this, do we have the special ones that you can sponsor us with, or do we have to do it on our own to buy this software?
No, it's all sponsored by Tony. It's free. That's why I say this is free listing booster. So
But
everything I'm,
I
yeah,
did go in their website, and they said after like what 25 listings that you put in there, you have to pay.
no, you're thinking HomeBot. HomeBot. This is not HomeBot. This is
This
Listing
is
Booster.
listing booster. Okay.
There's nothing in Listing Booster that costs the realtor a penny. So
All
think
right.
of it. So that's a different class, but I agree with you. I mean, it's free for the first 25, and then after that, it does cost you.
HomeBot. That's HomeBot. Okay, then I got confused then. Okay.
No problem. But again, within Listing Booster, you're going to have social media. I call it templates, where you just with a click of a button, if you're already logged into your Facebook or to your LinkedIn or to your Twitter, you will then automatically with a click of a button have a template pop up, and your property that you're marketing will automatically feed into a template, a posting template. Let's use Facebook as an example,
For
and
them.
you'll be able to then hit put in some information about this beautiful 4 bedroom, 3 bath in Glen Ellen, Illinois. Um, you know, is either soon to be available or is available. It'll be going soon. Um, click this link below to see the full property website. That's all going to be in a template that you'll be able to then just click a button and then hit post, and it'll go to your Facebook. And if you're smart about it, you're going to let the seller know that you've posted that to your Facebook, and you want them to click the share button, because then it's being shared to the seller's Facebook or to the seller's Twitter or to the seller's LinkedIn account. And they then then their audience, their friends can see that it's available for sale. Again, what seller wouldn't want that opportunity to just click on an already posting in your account? It makes you that much more referable. Look what my realtor's doing for me. You're going to have social media images, ideal for sharing on most social media platforms. Many versions are available, and colors can be changed to match your company theme or logo. Again, you'll be able to have just listed, you'll be able to have just sold, open houses, and there's others. Recent price reduction. These are all templates that then can be posted right into your Facebooks and into your LinkedIn's, into your Instagrams. Each listing receives, I love this feature within Listing Booster. Each listing receives a dedicated SMS code, fancy name for a text code. This text code happens to be LBR 700, Listing Booster R700. That can be added to digital ads and sign writers. I love sign writers. I would be buying a sign writer for everyone that I was trying to win and show them that I'm going to put their home in mobile application. And as potential buyers drive by and want to see more information about your home, they're going to be able to get it downloaded into their phone. And we're going to practice that. We're going to see that. You're going to see that in your phone shortly. It's perfect for instantly delivering listing data to prospects and lead capture. In other words, delivering all the features and benefits of a home, showing all 25 pictures, showing virtual tour, showing a map of where it's located, giving them a street view where they can drive around the neighborhood at street level and see, what's next door. Is it a chicken farm, or is it a beautiful luxury area that I might be thinking of buying? Property websites might be old news to you and me. However, sellers are still very impressed with having a website dedicated to their home. Each comes with an optional lead capture opt-in pop-up. So when people let's say, text for more information, and it sends to their phone the complete property website, like you can see here, it shows them photos and property details and places nearby. When this goes to a prospect's phone, you're going to capture that prospect's cell phone number. It'll send a notification to the realtor. The realtor, while they're still sitting at curbside, can pick up the phone, call them, and tell them a little bit more about the property, see if this is something that they're interested in, and if they would like a showing.
Do you have a sample someplace that you can show it to us today?
I sure do. I'm going to be
Okay.
there momentarily.
All right.
You can show off your listings with a full screen virtual tour. It's available in both branded and in MLS compliant non-branded. I hope that most of you realtors know what MLS compliant non-branded means. It means that when you guys put something into the MLS, if you might see some of the listings have a little blue link called virtual tour. But in non-branded, you have to take off the your logo of your company. You have to take your contact information off of there. So it has to be unbranded. Well, this automatically gives you the unbranded version. All you have to do is copy the link and paste it into your MLS. And now when somebody selects your listing out of the MLS to show a potential buyer, not only will it have what you normally would have in the MLS, but it's also going to have a virtual tour that's non-branded. You can manage your listings on Facebook Marketplace. It also has a tool, one click of a button. As long as you're logged into Facebook in advance, it will give you a template to put all of the pictures into Facebook Marketplace with this wonderful Facebook Marketplace posting tool. You can also do a video walkthrough, meaning you're going to take your phone, turn it sideways like you see here. You walk through or walk through with the seller is what I recommend, and just have a conversation. We're now here at the front entrance foyer. Can you tell us a little bit about, we're going to be walking now into the family room with the fireplace. Can you tell us more about, what you see here, or what can a potential buyer find here in your family room, in your dining room, in your kitchen? Do we have, what kind of appliances? Are we talking about Viking appliances, KitchenAid? You can be walking through and describe room by room. Once you're done with the video, you can upload it right into a video walkthrough, and it'll be then on this property website that then can be shared with the rest of the world through social media. So it's now time to tell the seller everything that you'll be offering with this modified, I'm going to call it PowerPoint listing presentation. So I'm going to send out this PowerPoint to everyone so that they have it. It says you can add and subtract to the PowerPoint other slides. Maybe you already have a listing presentation. So just add these additional slides to it to let people know, let potential sellers know what it is you do to help give their home great visibility. Okay. So we've talked a little bit about Listing Booster. Going to give us a property, it's going to allow us to put our property websites into MoveTube, into those screening programs. It's going to allow us to have a virtual tour, maps, what's nearby in the neighborhood, property flyer. It's going to give us a lot. And again, you're going to be able to do this, one, for free, and two, with a virtual assistant. So I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. So let's do a scenario. Melinda said you're going to show us a practical example. I am right here. Assume that Glenn and Rose are selling their home. They've invited 3 realtors to give a listing presentation, one on Wednesday, one on Thursday, and one on Friday. You are presenting on Thursday. So what makes you unique from the one that's going to present on Wednesday or Friday? Are you that green fish, or are you just another goldfish? Know that you have a free virtual assistant with Listing Booster, which means that they will create these property websites for you. It's not like you need to know. Some people are very computer literate. They love to know about it, and you can do that. I'm one of those people. I like to do it manually. But if you're interested in doing it within 5 minutes, you can use your virtual assistant with Listing Booster. You can assume that Glenn and Rose live at 22929 Burnham Avenue in Chicago Heights. What I recommend is you try to find their home either in the MLS, if it had been previously listed, or you find it in Zillow, and you email. And again, it's probably going to say, that it's not for sale right now. It's off the market. That's fine. What you're interested in is finding pictures, bedrooms, and bathrooms, and square footage, in which most homes you're going to find that on Zillow. And you're going to email the Zillow link to desk@Listing Booster to create all the marketing materials for you. Again, let's stop and think about it. How great is this? all you got to do is go to Zillow and find the prospect's home, copy the link, and then you're gonna send it off to your virtual assistant. So let's take a look at how easy is that. Okay, so if I go to Zillow and I typed in 229 Burnham Avenue, Chicago Heights, I get this. So all I care about is this up here in the browser is this HTTP to www.zillow 229 Burnham. I copy it. Boom. I then go to my emails and I put in here desk at listingbooster.com. And I say, please create a new listing in my account. Because again, you're going to open up a free account. You're going to contact Tony and say, I want a new account and I want it free. And you're going to say, dear customer support, please create a new listing in my Listing Booster account. All the information needed to create this listing can be found at, and this was the link from Zillow. Thank you for all your help. Wait 24 hours and go back into your, log back into your Listing Booster account and you'll find it right there. Okay, so we did that. And so then let's take a look at what did Listing Booster create for us? Okay, so let's go review it. Again, when you go to your account, and I'll go back. Let's go back a little bit. We're in, let's go to see where it says hello, Melinda. We're in Melinda's Listing Booster account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to her dashboard and I'm going to go to her listings. And this is where it would come in. And here's 229 Burnham Avenue. And all you have to do is, now that it's in here, you go to the launch the Listing Booster. And, there's also, here's all your listing flyers, just listed, open house, area, property brochure. This is your 8-9 page brochure. We're going to talk about that in a second. You're going to also, here's your property website. Well, let's go view it. You click the view button and this is what it looks like. Okay, so here it is with Melinda's beautiful face, her contact information. This is all the information that was in Zillow. Again, you can go in and edit it. You can say, well, I'd like to add a little more. But remember, this isn't your listing yet. This is just you trying to show to the seller, the potential seller, you're at your listing presentation. And you want right now I'm trying to give you an idea of what it is so you have great confidence in what you're going to be presenting to this potential seller. So it comes with a photo gallery. And again, here there's 33 pictures in here. And again, I'm not going to go through all of them. You guys know what a photo gallery is all about. So again, kind of fun to see, all the pictures. They've been downloaded. And then not only does it come with a photo gallery, get back up. There we go. All right, I'm out of the photo gallery. It comes with a map. And the map comes with two different views. One is here's the house with some, from I'm going to call it a satellite view, looking down from heaven above. And you can see, it's going to show you the major streets. You can zoom in to get more detail. But it also comes with a street view, in which then here's the front, it looks like it's kind of a corner lot here. But you can get into a virtual car here and you can start to drive the neighborhood again, which I'm not going to, but again, kind of cool to demonstrate to the seller that this is what's available to potential buyers when they get the property website downloaded into their cell phone. Okay, so we've got the map. We've also got the virtual tour. Again, I'm not going to let it run for any great length of time, but you're going to have this beautiful virtual tour. I think that any potential seller would be quite impressed that you've got this beautiful virtual tour for them. Nearby places, this is all editable. What I mean by that is, let's say when it gets set up, these might be the defaults, Anytime Fitness, but if you can be actually working with the seller and say, is this the most famous? Is this the one that you go to? Is this the one you would consider to be the best fitness? And they might say, oh, no, it's Lifetime Fitness. And there's a drop down when you're doing the editing of this, and you can pick from one of a dozen different fitness centers and one of a dozen auto parts and different, drugstores and different banks and different grocery stores. So again, if this is not what the seller thinks is the best, you can say, and I can edit these to drop in whatever you think is best to be able to give people an understanding of what's conveniently nearby to your home. And then, again, they've got what's good to eat. Again, the diner. Does the seller think that this is the best scrambled diner? Is that the best diner in the area? Is this the best pizza place? No, it's it's Luigi's Pizzeria. And here's another fine dining area, Pit Stop and Bar and Grill. They can pick and choose from the drop downs what should be told to potential buyers as to what's good to eat in the nearby neighborhood to their home. And then they also have nearby outdoor recreation, golf, dog park, water, tennis, bike trails, cool stuff. And again, if these aren't what they think are the best, there's a drop down and you can pick and choose whatever is the best in the eyes of the seller. And last but not least, nearby schools from elementary to, to junior high to high school. And again, if they say, oh, no, this isn't the best high school, and again, these all are drop downs and you can pick and choose which ones in the eyes of the seller should be listed, for their particular home. So again, kind of cool that they have these features. So again, after nearby, you got print flyer. Automatically creates this for you. And one of the things, I should have put into that email that was being sent to your virtual assistant at Listing Booster at desk@listingbooster.com. You're always, and again, I'm going to send out my notes here, but it says always show the listing price until it's your listing at $1. The last thing you want to do is put in the price that's in Zillow. The last thing you want to do is put the price in that was in the MLS, because they're going to think in their minds, well, this realtor thinks my house is only worth $450,000. The seller, in my mind, I think it's worth $520,000. And you haven't even done a CMA yet. So again, please don't put any price in there other than $1. If they ask why, say, because as soon as you hire me, I will do a professional CMA. I'll do a comparable market analysis, and I will discuss with you what I think is the price that we should be listing this home, for a fair and equitable sale. Okay. So again, kind of cool stuff. That's all in the property website. So once we know what the property website produces, what Listing Booster, what your virtual assistant provides for you, then what we need to do is go back now to our 8 steps. We've opened, we reviewed the property website, we saw the map, the virtual tour, and the flyer. So now let's go to the cheat sheet for the killer listing presentation, and let's check out the 8 steps and the scripts that are associated with it. So I'm going to bring up the scripts, and I'm going to actually bring up the cheat sheet first. So here's step 1. You're going to be remember you're meeting with Glenn and Rose at 7 p.m. on Thursday. Well, 7 hours prior is noon, correct? So you're going to email to the seller, to Glenn and Rose, the property website 7 hours prior to the meeting. You're going to use the email number 1 script. Again, so you go over here to the scripts that I'm going to give you. And it says here, first script, first email. You have an appointment to meet Glenn and Rose at 7 p.m. on Thursday night. 3 days prior, you copy and paste the link that you found in the MLS or in Zillow for the property, and you email it to your virtual assistant at desk@listingbooster.com, which is the customer service people at Listing Booster, to create a property website. Or you take photos if for some reason you can't find it in Zillow, not in realtor.com, not in the MLS, then you need to go out and take pictures of the front, back, 2 side yard pictures, 2 street view pictures, and you send them to desk@listingbooster.com. So you or Listing Booster, most people are using Listing Booster to create a property website for the prospective sellers. Whichever method you use, you or Listing Booster, make sure the listing price is only $1. Do not give them any idea of what you think the price should be because you haven't done your CMA. So check out 22929 Burnham. We did that already. It looks really good. So on Thursday, 7 hours prior to your meeting, which is noon, right? 7 hours prior to 7 p.m. is noon. You send the property website to the seller, to Glenn and Rose. The property website is accessed by going to the listing launchpad, scroll down to the view property website, click the view button, and copy the link in your browser and paste it into your email to the seller. Okay, well, let's see if we can't do that. So it said, go to the property website, by going to the launchpad and scroll down to view. So if I go over here, if I go to, I'm in the launchpad for Burnham Avenue. It said scroll down. I'm scrolling down to property website and it says view it. When I click view, boom, what does it do? It brings me over to here. And does everybody see up here now? Here's the HTTPS. I'm now going to copy that and I'm going to paste it into email number 1, which email number 1 says this. Hi, this is Ronaldo. Hi, this is Melinda. And I'm looking forward to our meeting tonight at 7 p.m. Below, I have already created for you a property website that you can share with your family, friends, and your business associates, letting them know your home is for sale. The property website contains a draft, because again, it may not have you haven't got the listing yet. There might be more details that you want to put in the final version. It's a draft of the photo gallery, the virtual tour, map, property flyer, and what's nearby in the neighborhood. Please click the property website link below to be amazed. Take a look. I look forward to seeing you tonight at 7 p.m. to explain more of what I do to help sell your home. Click this link, and that's where, boom, you paste in that link that we just copied. I have to stop there and think. From a seller's perspective, if they all of a sudden got that email at noon prior to your meeting, and it was a property website with virtual tour, map, what's nearby in the neighborhood, a property flyer already created, and they haven't even signed a listing agreement with you, I think they're a little impressed so far. And you haven't even showed up yet. Okay, so then let's go back to our cheat sheet, and what does it say to do next? Step number 2, it says show the seller that you created a mobile app. Email the text message number to the seller 5 hours prior to the meeting. Send them email number 2 script. Okay, so it's going to be, we have to understand that Listing Booster creates a text literal that when it is sent to this, it's always sent to 844-573-0700 all the time. If you had 10 listings, 20 listings, all of the texting for more information on that listing will always go to 844-573-0700. Okay, so let's go back to our email scripts. And on second email, it says, it is now 2 hours later. It's not noon, it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And you're going to send out a second email to the prospective sellers. You're going to send them the mobile application you created that opens up the full property website in their cell phone. To access the mobile application, you go to the listing launchpad, you scroll down, and you click not the view button, but you click send to client button. Then enter the seller's phone number and text it to the seller. In addition, send them an email explaining what you're doing. So again, let's go back first and find where it says send. It says go to the launch pad. Okay. So again, I'm going to go to Melinda's account. I'm going to go to I'm going to the launch pad. I found it. So here again is the listing launch pad. I'm in Melinda's account. It said scroll down to the property website. And before we hit view in email number 1, now in email number 2, it said click send to client. So if I click what looks like a cell phone icon here, I click it. It says send a listing mobile tour via text. So it says this is your listing on 229 Burnham in Chicago Heights. And you're going to put in the cell phone number of your customer, and you're going to click send the mobile tour. Off it goes. It goes into their cell phone. I'm going to have you do it in a second. So going back to our second email. So now you've done that. You've sent it off, but it's kind of plain vanilla. It doesn't explain anything other than it shows up in their phone, okay, with the necessary blue links. So you're going to say, hi, this is Ronaldo. Hey, this is Melinda. I could not help myself. I created some more marketing materials to help sell your home quickly, profitably, in a hassle-free manner. I created a mobile version of your home's property website that downloads into smartphones. I just sent you the link to your home's property website in a text message to your phone. Please text, in case they're not looking at their text and they're looking at their emails instead, please text, and each one of your properties will have a different literal. So I just put in here in quotes, view, and then there's 4 numbers, could be 5 numbers that the system gives you, but it's always to 844-573-0700 to see the big wow that shows up in your phone. Remember, drive-by potential buyers will get the same wow in their cell phone as they see the text message information on a lawn sign I put in your front yard. Still in the email. In the year 2025, consumers are buying more than 50% of their goods and services using their smartphones. Your home needs to be in mobile application form using text messaging technology. I want to capture more buyers for you. Isn't that what they want to hear? I put this text message on a sign writer that sits on your front lawn. The sign writer looks like this. Tour this home first on your phone. Text. View 1234 to 844-573-0700. Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, drive-by buyers can text for more information on your home, and they'll get full property website downloaded into their smartphone. I, your wonderful realtor, will get a notification while the potential buyer is still at curbside, and I will follow up with them to see if they would like a showing of your beautiful home. Please text view 1234 to 844-573-0700 to view how your home's complete property website that would be downloaded into prospective buyer's phone for their view and enjoyment. This is huge. I look forward to seeing you tonight at 7 p.m. to explain more of what I do to help sell your home. See you soon. Again, this is not in the email. This is more of a note for you guys. This will help each of you win more listing presentations. So today, while everybody's on this call, I want you to take out your cell phone. And I want you to go to, as if you're going to do a text. And what I want you to do is the 2, where it's going to is 844-573-0700. So again, go to your texting, go to your phone, put in 844-573-0700. In the message box, which is down below when you're texting, the message is view VIEW, no space, 14769. View 14769. And click send. And then you should see some thumbnail information and some links to get you to the full property website. And can somebody unmute themselves and tell me that they got that?
Yeah, I got it, Glenn.
What is it? How does it look?
Well, it looks amazing. It's just like in a regular computer. So I'm clicking here to check. Yes, I see the gallery and everything.
Yep, you can see the gallery, you can see the virtual tour, you can see the map. I mean, everything we saw on the full property website is now in and again, you've just sent that to the seller. How impressed would a seller be if they got 2 hours ago, they got the full property website sent to them, and now you showed them how you put it into mobile application form that they can actually share with family, friends, and other business associates. But more importantly, you're telling them my sign is going to be in your front lawn, and that's what's going to be downloaded every time somebody is looking for additional information on your home. They're going, wow, today's Thursday. You know, the Wednesday realtor, they didn't have any of this. You're looking really good to them. Okay. So again, wanted to give you an idea of, you've really warmed the door. You've really warmed the door. So we've done the first two steps. Step number 3.
Glenn, one
Yes.
question. What are we texting? I got the number, but what are we texting to this number? What is this supposed to say?
I'm sorry. Let me go back. You're supposed to be texting. You see here on the screen, it says VIEW, view
Mm-hmm.
14769. Do not put any spaces. Do view 14769 and hit send. And tell me that you got it.
I got it. Thank you.
All right. You're going to enjoy that one.
Yeah, Glenn, one question. When I go to, the nearby businesses, you said to click on any of the businesses, and they're supposed to popping up a down arrow just in case they don't go to Starbucks, they might go to Dunkin' Donut or whatever other coffee maker.
Yes. And again, what I'm trying to do is your understanding is totally correct. When it comes back from your virtual assistant, it might say Starbucks, let's say, and you are totally correct. Let's say you think, and the seller thinks Dunkin' Donuts should be the coffee shop that's nearby that I want to tell potential buyers when they get this downloaded into their phone, I want them to see Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not showing that to you, but there is an edit. Once the property website's created, there is what I call nearby places edit button, and you would click the edit button. And again, I can show that to you, outside of class. And then every one of those is editable, is what I'm saying. And your understanding is totally correct, Ronaldo. You can change fitness places, car shops, coffee shops, pizzerias, whatever, dog parks, whatever, in the drop down tries to take, it's using Google and it's using what's nearby within, and then you can even put the radius. I want anything nearby within a 5-mile radius. If you're dealing with a more rural listing, you might say I want something within a 10-mile radius. So again, the editing function allows you to tell it mileage around to find places and list them so that you can pick and choose. And at the same time, it'll give you the list of other places to pick and choose from that'll become a part of your final property website. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it will give me the school districts of that particular neighborhood if it appears within a 5 or 10-mile radius.
Yes, sir. It'll give you the different schools there. And then again, you probably need to discuss that with the seller, because in their eyes, they might say, oh, this school has a very good reputation. No, I don't want this school listed. That's going to be a turnoff. If any of the moms are doing any research, they're going to say, no, that's not the school that I want my son to go to. So yeah, it's going to give you options. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, so number 3, purchase and bring a sign writer to capture more buyers. It's one thing to say you're going to put it on a sign writer. It's another thing if you walk in under your armpit with a sign. I think the signs run something like 20 bucks. I'm a big show and tell guy. So what I would do is I would bring one. So how would you do that? Well, let's go back to Melinda's account. And within Melinda's account, let's go back to, we're in her launch pad. So if I go back to her dashboard here, she's got all these little icons, but the one that we want to do for sign writer is this one that says order a sign writer. So boom, there's your different sign writers. I happen to like this one. You might look at it and say, that is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. And that you like this one over here. It's, it's like picking artwork. Pick one that you like, but then when you click on it, it's going to ask you to fill in information and where they should mail the sign writer to. And you're going to put your phone number and you're going to put your email address. And that's going to be for every time you make a listing presentation, you're going to have that with you and you're going to show, this is what I'm going to put in your front lawn. And again, they're designed, you can go to Home Depot, you guys have all done this, and you're going to get what's called H-frames. They cost, $1. You're going to go and put an H-frame on either side of the sign writer and stick it in the front lawn. And now as people drive by, instead of wondering, I wonder if I should run up and see if there's any flyers in the flyer box. Oh, that's empty. They can just use their phone. Everybody wants instant gratification. They'll text one number to another number, and all of a sudden they got just what you guys got in their phone. And the buyers are going to go, whoa, this is pretty cool. And they're going to be thumbing through while they're still sitting there looking at all the 25 pictures. But in the meantime, you, the realtor, just got an email. Melinda's probably getting emails while we've been sitting here of all the people that have been, texting for information on her property. And then she'll be able to pick up the phone and call them and say, let me tell you more about this house. Let me find out what your needs are. This is a 4-bedroom. Are you in need of 4 bedrooms? It's 3 baths. It's, you can talk, back and forth as maybe this is the right house. Maybe it's not. And then you can say, you know what? Now that I know more about what you need, would it be okay if I were to email you some homes that I might find in the MLS that might meet your needs? So it's a conversation piece, right? Okay. So we're going to bring in and show and tell an actual sign writer. Buy one, stick it under your arm, bring it with you to the meeting. Also, step number 4, prepare to present the listing presentation with MoveTube. MoveTube is going to be more, I'm going to say, beneficial for younger sellers, because again, the older people are going to go, what's a streaming TV? What's Roku? I mean, that they may or may not. But anyway, still, there's other things in the PowerPoint. I'm going to be sending you guys a copy of the PowerPoint after this. Make sure your phone is a Wi-Fi hotspot. Remember, you're in the seller's house. All of your phones now, the technology today, if you don't know how to convert your phone to a Wi-Fi hotspot, call up Apple, call up any of your phone stores, call up T-Mobile, whoever your carrier is, and ask, how do I turn my phone into a Wi-Fi hotspot? And so then when you're looking to connect, because what I'll be sending you is the paper version, but if you want the live version, you're going to need to make sure that that your phone is connected to a Wi-Fi hotspot. When you click on the HTTPS, all of a sudden it's going to open up because your phone now is the Wi-Fi hotspot. So this supplements what you normally present at a listing presentation. I'm not saying that this is the only thing you're going to present. This is a supplement to what you would normally present. Okay. And again, I'm not going to go through the PowerPoint. We did that already. Step 5, print the property flyer with area report. I would go to Staples or something like that and buy a ream of paper, much like you're going to bring in a live sign writer for the lawn, bring a ream of paper. What is it? 200 sheets of paper. It's inexpensive, 10, 11, 15, 20 bucks. Buy it, give it to them, and place on top the property flyer with the area report, telling the seller that they can print as many of these reports as they like, knowing that they can get to the property website. The property website already has the property flyer. Okay. But you can also print, and I'm going to just show you again by going back to Melinda's account. Go to the launch pad. Again, here's all the flyers that we can create. So here's the area report are those what's nearby, the restaurants nearby, the sporting activities nearby, the schools nearby. So here's a standard flyer with the area report. This is what it's going to look like. Okay. So again, nice. I mean, this is the cover picture that the seller had in Zillow. And
Do they have any
hello? Was that a question? Okay. So then here's the essential places nearby, the restaurants nearby, outdoor activities nearby, schools nearby. I would print this and put it on top of the paper and say that they can print as many of these as they like right from the property website. You can also show them if you want, print others that are in this launch pad, you can show them a just listed with area report. Tell them that when you do an open house. So again, you're trying to win it. What does it cost you in ink to print the standard, the just listed, the open house? I would print those, put them on top of the paper and say, these are yours and you can print as many as you like. Next step. Step 6. Print, it says 6 pages, it's really 8 page. Property brochure, and leave it behind as a reminder of what you've all of your already done marketing. So where is that? Again, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your launch pad. Remember, these are all the different flyers. Within the flyers, you see this thing called property brochure. When you click on it, it's going to open up to this. And it's really an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper turned sideways. So it's a pretty big report. So this is page 1. It's an 8.5 by 11 with wonderful Melinda's beautiful smiling face. And then it's got select pictures in page 2. It's got property highlights on page 3. It's got essential places nearby. It's got restaurants on page 5. It's got the outdoor activities nearby. It's got schools nearby. It says who Tony is. And it says, make sure you contact Melinda if you have any other questions. And you leave this behind. You make sure that it's sitting on their kitchen counter or the dining room table, wherever you're sitting. And this is theirs to review so that when you leave, they've got a huge reminder of what it is that you've already done for them. Very good. Step 7, show the seller your social media templates that you're ready to post their home into Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. They're all here. These are all the, if you click the add button, it then turns on Facebook, it turns on Twitter, it turns on LinkedIn. You got down here, Facebook Marketplace, it's got Craigslist. And so, if we go back to, I'll give you just a quick example. If you go back to Melinda's and you go to her launch pad for 2929 Burnham and you scroll down. Oop, I went too far. So you see all the share buttons here? These are all the ones that you could open up, but here's an area report that we could put into Facebook. Let's just, I would start with the property website. If I was doing marketing, I would go with, I'd lead with my best. And here it says share with Facebook. So I'm going to click on the F for Facebook. If I was not, I'm hoping that I'm already logged into Facebook. But if I'm not, it's going to come back and say, hey, log in. So great. I'm already logged in. So that's a terrific thing. If you weren't and you hit that, it's just going to say, please first log into Facebook. You log into Facebook and then it will show up with this. And so then, what's on your mind? Okay. You can then put in here, coming soon, or just hit the market, won't last long. This 4-bedroom, 3-bath, for $450,000 in beautiful Glen Ellen, Illinois, and whatever else some quick facts about it that might entice someone. And again, once this is posted, this link down here, this 229 Burnham, Chicago Heights, utour.me, when they click on that, it's going to take them to the full property website. So it's really a great way to explore, here it is, featured listing in Chicago Heights. When they click on this, it's going to the full property website, and then they can see all the beauty of that particular one. Obviously, when they do, it is going to give the realtor a notification that somebody has been looking at the property website at 123 Main Street. Great little tool. And again, what did I have to do to get this? All I do is have my Facebook open. If I want to go to Twitter, what do I got to do? I have to be logged into Twitter. What do I got to do to get into LinkedIn? I got to be logged into LinkedIn. It's so easy, people. This is not difficult. Okay, so let's go back because we're really through all of the points. So, again, you can tell them or show them that, I've already created so many images that I can upload into my social media sites to give your home great exposure. I can post all of these, these are templates about being just listed, an open house, pending, just sold. And again, remember this, if you post anything into Facebook, say we posted that property website, please don't leave it just in your Facebook. Ask the seller to go to your Facebook page now and click the share button underneath the post of their home. When the seller clicks the share button, it opens up a dialog box so that they can put in some text. And you ask the seller to insert this in the text box. Hi, it's Glenn and Rose Marino. As a friend, because aren't they, when they're sharing it with their friends on Facebook, right? As a friend of ours in Facebook, we wanted you to know that our home is for sale. If you or someone you know is in the market to purchase a home, please contact us. As a friend, please click your share button and send a personal message to your friends, letting them know that our home is for sale. Possibly one of your friends is in the market to purchase a home. Please click the like button on the post. Glenn and I, Rose and I, appreciate your help. So this kind of concludes what you can be doing to make yourself a green fish and not a goldfish. This is what you can be doing in addition to what you're already doing with your listing presentations. But I think it's going to make you stand out way above your competition. So in summary, anyone, any realtor can put their client into the MLS and wait for buying agents to find your home. Or I can proactively help get your home more visibility beyond the MLS with a property website, with text messaging, a front yard sign writer. I can give you professional brochures, both flyers and an 8-9 page brochure. I can post your home into the major social media sites. I can get your home listed in MoveTube. Any questions? Shall I bring up my listing agreement now? My question to all of you, it's not really a step. What did this strategy to win more listing presentations cost you, the realtor? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. You get a free listing booster account. You get a free virtual assistant. You get free social media posting tools. All you got to do is execute. But again, you don't have to do this. Just keep doing what you were doing in 2024, but don't expect different results. But if you're looking for more and better results, I might say you better contact Tony Marino, because he's going to give you then access to a free listing booster account. And we're going to get your prospects to that desk at listingbooster.com so that they can create these property websites for you. And then you're going to use this cheat sheet to do email number 1, email number 2, bring in the sign writer. You know, the show and tell stuff here is pretty big and pretty significant. It's eye-opening, and it makes you a huge green fish. And that's what I want to do. I want you guys to stand out from your competition, making it very difficult for them to say, why should we go anywhere else? Melinda's great. Ronaldo's fabulous. I think I want to go with them. Any questions, guys?